Well, what is up everybody? Welcome to another episode of RJ's gaming videos, I guess, where I do a bit of gaming, and we're back in Game Builder Garage again, like always, and if you've been following the past 2 months of this channel, I have been building a flight simulator in Game Builder Garage, and so we've gotten past the title screen, you know. I've gotten some basic work to be done, but we need to continue finishing up our controls, and then we need to build the simple planes, and then we gotta focus on scenery. So we're practically halfway there. We just gotta finish the controls and then the aesthetics. We may come back to some of the control schemes later because we're going to need to edit them. I'm not too happy with the kind of plane controls. They work, but they aren't that great. It does with last time when I did it, I added a system that allows for it to go through all the different things. Unfortunately, that was one of the things. Unfortunately, it somehow managed to affect the thing that determines whether or not you are going to go off the ground or not. So yeah. So without further ado, let's get right into building it. Alright, so here we are again. So as you can see, we're in this. I've put in, last time we were here, I put in a bit of a debug mode for this game. Now, as you can see, we have it where I don't have to hold the control stick. No, this isn't controller drift. This is plane mode. So what the concept here is that much like a plane accelerates to move throttle, our left control stick is being used to move up and down. Of course, we're going to be working on the helicopter mode today. So what we're going to do in place of that is that instead of throttling with this, we're probably going to make it throttle to where it throttles the thing to go up a bit. Because as you may know, helicopters don't need runways to take off, because I mean, they've literally got the propellers above them, so you know, yeah, it will be a bit of a cause for concern when I go into programming the next series of things. But as it stands right here, we've got, if I can get past my unorganized code a bit, let's see, we have this, which is the control scheme for the helicopter. This is of course, these calculators are here to, which I haven't linked up yet, are there to make sure that things go the right way. Now, I know it may look wrong, but I'm trying to follow what I did with the plane instead, so this way we have it good enough. And now we can start working on our control scheme. And so what we're going to do is kind of similar to plane, but what we're going to do is that instead of moving it forward until we do our thing, in fact, I might even make it completely different from the plane's control scheme, where this controls steering and forward backwards, the right stick, or maybe even the D-pad. I'm probably going to use the D-pad to control lift. I am thinking of making it where it is one of those one Joy-Con games, you know, for people like me who only have one Joy-Con, which, yes, I only have like one working Joy-Con, so, you know. Also, this way we can probably do multiplayer, but we won't be able to do that whole split screen thing. But let's just get our blocks down, or our node on, in place, so we can just control that. And we're going to apply a system where if it is not touching the ground, which is evidenced by a counter, which is when we've gained enough velocity to get lift, I'm probably going to say it's going to be like a value from 0 to 100. I'm probably going to put that at like 75 or 50 or something like that. I like my even numbers. I know this is not the actual math that these things use, but you know what? It really doesn't. I really don't care. Now what'll happen is that it'll turn on a flag which will report 1 to what these calculators will see, these times things. When they multiply it, it'll be 1 times, you know, whatever the control sticks are. So this way, when we move up, down, left, or right, you know, if it's a 0, it won't go anywhere. If it's a 1, it'll go somewhere. It is a bit of a weird thing in the world of Game Builder Garage, but you know what? Yeah. I'm figuring I'm gonna explain a bit more because of what I'm doing with these programs, because, you know, reasons. So what we're going to put down is our stick movement. Instead of button press, we're going to use a bit of a hidden thing in button press. So we have our standard button press, but we are going to change that from that to that. There we go. We're going to duplicate it and go into settings and do the exact same thing again. And the flag's just there because it'll be there when we do a greater than. So yeah, let's see. Throttle. So let's see, we need a bit of throttle. Okay, so yeah. Well, this will be to tell it when it goes on or off. And let's add a counter because we need to count. Here we go. Up and a down. I need to edit this because I made a mistake. And there we go. Up, down. I don't know if I'll put... I'm not going to add in the reset command though, because yeah, if input 1 is greater than input 2, which will probably be a constant, set to about 75, I presume, just as a safe thing. Let's keep that in check. No, I don't want 2 of them. I just want... Actually, you know what? I should have actually put that in there so we can put it right there before we edit everything to go to... Also, no, actually, it should have been multiplied by that and that, because that tells it everything we must know about everything. Alright, let's see. We're going to set it to a nice 75. I could have just typed that one in, but oh well. Yeah, there we go. 75. Alright. Okay, so I think our stuff is done. Now let's see if it is a... I must also put in a NOT gate. Yeah. So I'm thinking, no, it would actually make it where it's not, where it would cause problems. But alright, let's see about this. Let's just link it up with our thing, and yeah. Flag. Let's see, what controls the up, down? The last one. Input 1. Okay, here we go. Calculator. And then left, right, up, down. Doesn't really matter. We're just testing here. You know, it's really stupid. I did not put that down. Eventually we might add on to this where we apply a system where we may apply a system where we don't do our thing. Okay, we are currently in plane mode. Let's set our debug constant, as I call it, to a nice 2, to indicate that we are in fact using our new control system. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so I think that's mostly it for our control system. Now we need to, of course we hit the reset. That's nice. But yeah, let's go back to game and, so yeah, that's working, and now we gotta set up a bit of a condition to turn off the flag. What I'm supposing is that we remove this connector and connect it here to tell it when we want to give it a lift. So right there, and there we go, and down, and we do stay at the same place. It's a little off, but you know, it kind of makes a little bit of sense. Honestly, I am kind of satisfied with this control method. And all I'm gonna really do is apply a system where if it's less than 50, we will make it fall down because reasons. So count, and we'll just make it where it's less than 50, and we'll just put that in as we should fall down, you know? Otherwise, yeah, because then we have it where we can just stay like that. There we go, 50, and we will now then invert, and we will do the plus minus inversion here, and so when it goes to +1, which indicates that we are not at that we are not there. Let's see, which one goes up, down? That one. So we'll link that to that. There we go. And let's just go up, and 75, 50. Yeah, this is what I'm happy with, you know. Now we're at enough throttle to do the thing, and down we go. So you know what? I'm pretty happy with that control layout, and yeah. So one last thing before I do end up going. If that happens, we will turn our flag off, so you know, we can go up, and we don't have control over that. So you know what? I'm pretty happy with this, and I think I'm going to end the video here because of it. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. I am really happy with the progress I've made with the code, and yeah. If you want to see more of this, please leave a like and subscribe. There's going to be more on its way in the next few weeks. It's all I really got planned. Hell, it'll be a kind of garbage-ish Christmas special, so you know what? Yeah, gonna end it off here, and bye.